in the range. Got to get
Bro,
in.
bring them on, man.
Send them
That'd
some
be
DMs.
unique. That'd be unique. Like having people like that being able to interact with not just regular channel subscribers, but being able to respond back to just the public chat, man.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like so, I mean the gun tubers had the right idea. They literally just merged all their channels together and got gigantic.
Sort of dominating, like, bro, like 10 million subscribers on like almost each of these guys,
and they all have the same subscribers, and they're all getting the YouTube money together.
I sent a video in. I think you should watch this before the playback one.
Really? All right, then. I mean, why not? Let's see here. Let me see if I can go ahead and, because I believe I pulled it up right next to it. Yep, right here.
I haven't watched the one where JD interviews that guy, so that's
I watched like 6 minutes of it. I didn't even get to watch the whole thing. All right, guys, let's get right into it.
He was one of the people that went down to Portland when the National Guard originally got deployed down there just to see what Antifa was like, and they called him a white supremacist and a Nazi, and like literally he was just standing there. He hadn't even done anything yet.
And this is another thing you guys are talking about where Antifa's getting funded from. There's a YouTuber that I follow that has dug so deep into it. You can trace these non-profit organizations.
Yep.
All the way back to George Soros.
Yeah, it's all George Soros money. Like people do not. I don't think people realize how much influence and power you can have as a multi-billionaire like George Soros is.
Soros is dead.
He's like Montgomery Burns from The Simpsons.
George Soros isn't dead. He's like 98 years old.
Yeah, but
he's Montgomery Burns.
His
that
son,
is the real life Montgomery Burns.
Man. But all right, let's go ahead and get into the video. And shout out Tove. You need to get JD and Nuxnar on. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start reaching out to these guys at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and start reaching out.
Said you really need to reach out to Matt Tardia.
Honestly,
somebody DM me a list. I gotta get a list now. I'm gonna have to start sending out emails and all that good stuff at this point.
Send an email.
You do more with lists than the FBI
hop into one of his lives and just send him a super chat and be like, hey, because he does work with smaller channels. Like that's one of the things he does.
I'm sorry. Who said it? That was funny as hell. So I say you do more with a list than the FBI does. That is
because you do.
That caught me off guard. But all right, guys, let's get right into the video.
This might be the most urgent and important interview that I have ever done. Today we are going to be speaking with an ex-member of the terrorist organization Antifa. He was a street member of an Oregon chapter, and he is going to give us all of the behind-the-scenes knowledge and inner workings of this terrorist organization.
Portland.
Oh, look who's back.
Unbelievable what's going on. And these are paid terrorists, okay?
I'll see myself out.
Needs to start treating Antifa like ISIS, the terrorist.
All right, hold on now. Well, why not? Let's just see what Sid. Yo. What's going on? Yeah.
So, yeah, Monty kicked me once or hid me from the chat once, and then he did it again. So I'm still hidden from the chat a second time. So just go back and make sure I'm not like permanently fucking.
I got you. But did you have any comment on the whole Antifa ordeal?
Antifa ordeal. No,
do you believe that Antifa is an organization, or do you think it's still decentralized?
I think that in certain areas, certain sects, they're more of an organized thing. But as a for the most part, no, they're not. Like an organized group.
Well, at least you're willing to admit that there are certain sects that are organized. All right.
Yeah, like Rose City Antifa in Portland. They're pretty they were pretty organized. I haven't seen anything from them really since 2020,
But damn it, Sid, don't tell you we actually be catching up on these guys' activities. You know, we're gonna move past the fact that you said that.
Okay.
Let's get right back to the video.
I mean, You don't?
Let's toss some salad.
I mean, I don't really think I should be I don't want to follow anti-fascists, but I kind of been starting to now, but I wasn't before.
I'm going to say one thing. All of Antifa is organized. You can't say that they're not organized. With how they communicate in chats. Hold on. They communicate in chats. They have Discord channels. They move money around between the different sets and states and wherever the hell Antifa wants to blow up next. We have Antifa here in Pittsburgh right now, trying to turn Pittsburgh into a sanctuary city.
None of what you described is illegal. But by the way, wouldn't everyone in this chat agree that they're anti-fascist, right? Like,
Yeah.
So
Yes, but that's like saying Al Qaeda, which means freedom fighter. Like everybody's a freedom fighter, but they still committed acts of terrorism. You can't use the words and twist them, and like everybody is going to unite behind a symbol or a common thing, so that of course they're going to say they're anti-fascist.
So wait, you're trying to say Sid, you're trying to say nothing that I said made any sense.
I did not say that. But Al Qaeda had like this hierarchical structure,
and
where there was
so
a
does
leader.
Antifa.
And so does Antifa.
Leader of Antifa. Where do you sign up?
It's George Soros who's funding it all, and the money.
That is where the money comes from.
Controls it.
All right, guys, hold on, guys. I'm gonna get back to the video, and I'm gonna bring you guys in about.
Hey, Set, real quick though. Yeah. I purposely hid Sid and then said, "Hey, I hid Sid. Somebody go save him." So obviously, I wasn't trying to hide him for real. Otherwise, I would have just done it and let everybody forget about it.
No, he did it. He did say that. I think it was just
twice. I said it twice. I said, "Oops, I did it again," and Vladstein unhid you.
Okay, well,
I did it. I did that on purpose.
All right.
I was just being an asshole.
Okay, we admitted that we're toxic. Let's play the video.
All right, fantastic.
For real. You guys can just have fun.
All right.
That they are.
But all right, guys, I'll bring y'all back up.
From talking about how their leadership works, how their hierarchy is formed, how he got into Antifa, and what they are doing to raise their money, as well as what their ultimate goal is: a civil war in America. We need to push.
And shout out Justin Naylor. He says, "I feel like Sid lives with his mommy and daddy." Bro, God damn. Nah, I don't know about that one. I don't know. I don't know too much about Sid's personal life, but yeah, you never know. I would like to assume that he doesn't.
This information out there so that more people know what is actually going on. So please like, comment, and share.
Right there.
Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are joined by a very special guest. We have Ty with us, and Ty was actually a member of the organization Antifa. Ty, welcome. Thank you for spending the time to come and talk to us today. I understand that you were able to actually...
Monty, you know you're going to win that poll now. You know what the poll's going to say. I would like a poll to banish Sid. Like, goddamn. Like, bro. Just...
deprogram to get away from Antifa, and I want you to know that we're all super proud of you, and we really appreciate you being here with us today, brother.
Thanks, man. I feel the love. Like, I appreciate your shout outs. I appreciate you reaching out. You have amazing followers. They're all flocking to my channel, and for the most part, it's nothing but love. So thank you guys for keeping it real. Yeah, it means a lot. This hasn't been an easy journey. So thank you guys.
And it should always be love, man. Like, that's really the way that we fix this, is by finding common ground, by, finding mutual things that we have in common and not letting that gap keep growing, because things are escalating, and that's not going to be good for either side, any of the American people. And all it really does when things escalate and they get into violence, in my opinion, we are purposefully divided by the ones who are actually in power, because it's so much easier to control us and keep their foot on our neck if we're fighting with each other while they absolutely bleed us dry and we lose our only chance at the American dream. So I wanted to ask you, how long were you in Antifa?
I believe it was about 2 years, 2018 to 2020.
And were you recruited? Did you seek them out? How exactly did that work?
I sought them out. I was very well aware from the beginning that it was an organization. I just wasn't sure how it operated, and I never fell into any particular group or cell. I was kind of a drifter, so I just kind of blew where the wind took me. I was led into and out of the chaos, but yeah, I sought them out.
So you may have been a drifter.
He's like, you ain't seen nothing. Remember Cool Bean? You know, actually, come on now. Cool Bean and Monty was actually able to debate. Well, actually, you know what? How did I remember? Yeah, no, they was actually able to debate a couple times. Cool Bean was more soft-spoken and not as harsh as Sid.
But can you clarify this for us? As somebody who was in Antifa, is it a actual organization?
100,000%. Don't let anybody fool you otherwise.
And they have like a hierarchy and a leadership structure. What is that like?
Well, the way I classify the two classes of Antifa, at least street level, you have the devotees and you have the wannabes. The devotees are people like me, people who are really in it for the Civil War aspect. We knew damn well we were playing in Civil War territory. We wanted to fight. We wanted to take out our political enemies. We wanted to take out all our rage. We were willing to do what the little trans kids on the college campus wouldn't, right? They're the wannabes, the furries, the one coming out in the dinosaur suits, you know, all of which is made to make it look light and fluffy, while people like me were behind the scenes. I would walk around with a machete half the size of my fucking leg. I called it my self-defense machete. It's fucking pathetic. But so the devotees kind of use the wannabe class as...
I mean, basically, it sounds like, you know, you're over there getting cool with the furries, and then the Antifa guy comes from the back and hits you with a rock. Like, ow.
Human shield. So a lot of the time, the wannabes would get taken out first because they want to be virtuous. They want to be there with their cameras at the front, and then, holy shit, here come the rubber bullets. And then the ones in the back can be like, see, we told you. And then some of them can go to fight, and then others can go to run away.
And shout out to Eric. Some of y'all are treating Sid the way y'all say the left acts towards the right. Make that make sense. Well, actually, I'm be real with you. I mean, bro, the left doesn't even let you finish, bro. They'll mute you and kick you. I mean, let's be real. Sid stayed on. He can monologue and all that good stuff. I mean, of course, you know, before Monty pulled up, then things get contentious whenever them two pull up. But nah, first, honestly, probably before you came here, Eric, no, Sid actually had a pretty long spew. Trust me. We don't censor Sid. Sid comes up here and says whatever he pleases, and then he gets frustrated and then leave, and then he'll come back and say whatever he please, get frustrated, and then leave again. It's a beautiful pattern.
That's crazy, man. So, would you classify this organization as terroristic?
Yep. My thoughts.
You're saying they want civil war, so.
Yeah, it's a domestic terror organization. I wish it could have gone differently. I love alternate history as much as the next guy. I'd love to see what that world looks like, but unfortunately, the reality is, like, this is bad. This is a white boy jihad, and it's gonna get fucked up.
Well, I'm hoping that we can avoid that. I don't know exactly how we would get there, but it seems almost like it has elements of a cult per se. Did you see elements of sort of a cultish structure there?
It's a cult, but it's a cult with cults. I'm realizing.
I mean, Eric, if you want to come up and, you know, debate, if, like I said, you can do so. Like, trust me, we're gonna let you talk for as long as you want to and make your points and all that good stuff. You'd be quite surprised how we run things around here. Sid, he's somewhat of a special case. He's a special case,
which is even fucking worse.
You know, they say that it's just an ideology and it's just an idea, but they have structure. They have, it feels like there's layers to the whole thing, and it seems like it's very complex. Did you ever see anything that made you think that they were funded from any outside entities?
I started doing some investigations into my channel, and along the way, I met this guy, and he told me he was a part of Antifa. But he was very, very paranoid, and I didn't really know why, so I kind of had to work my way in and be like, dude, like, what's going on with you? And what I ultimately learned is that he was being gang stalked. by criminal organizations that
Oh yeah, Shadamon's, he's like, you gotta be respectful. Grace doesn't mean we let you walk on us. Yeah, that's true though. You do gotta be respectful. I mean, there is that as well. I mean, that's the problem with Monty and Sid. I mean, they just cannot be respectful towards each other for shit, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's like we damn near got to give these two their own segment at a certain point.
he'd been a part of. He had gotten into Antifa for probably a couple weeks, couple months. I can't remember specifically, but he was going in as a drug mule to sell drugs to these kids. And he was also leaning on the anti-fascist ideology. He had his own gripes with white supremacy from his past and his family. And he wanted to fight Nazis, but he realized how stupid they were. But then he just kind of stayed embedded because he still had to make the money, right? He told me a lot, essentially, that Chinese criminal syndicates were in control of Portland and God knows how much of the rest.
Okay, I see why that got. Okay. It's like it's always good until PMS Monty comes on. And the grilling through the super chats begin. And shout out Monty says Sid can take his nap now at least 24 hours. Well, emotional damage. All right, guys. All right.
Rest of Oregon. He just told me Portland, but essentially that they were sending agents in and they were mitigating the chaos and that they had people everywhere. And that when a riot breaks out in one side of the city and all the cops and all the resources and all the media are there and they can monitor the traffic from their agents, their drones, their people in certain places, that gives them leeway to do operations like child trafficking, weapons trade, drug trade. So while we were all fighting each other and we're all wondering where are the kids, why is there so many drugs, why are all these people so militant, this is what was happening. This was the reality of what right versus left brought us in this country. That's the fucking reality of Antifa.
It sounds like they're also being funded through illegal activities. Is Antifa participating in illegal activities to raise their funding for the organization and the things that they're doing?
Good question.
I believe that local businesses, at least I can say in Eugene, a lot of these far left areas, especially areas of entertainment, and let's just say debauchery, a lot of the bars, a lot of them were in bed with Antifa, and I think a lot of them were getting in bed with local charities and NGOs, and I really believe that, look, the National Guard is great and everything. You really want to sink these motherfuckers? Sick the IRS on them. Audit everybody, because there's multiple ways that these kids were getting funding. You know, for a lot of them, people like me, it was kind of like Scientology, pay to play. Yeah, you got to pay your bills, but you might also need the mask for tomorrow type stuff. And then for the girls in Antifa, a lot of them were sex workers.
Whoa.
So they're making a shit ton of money that guys like us couldn't make. And then on the community level, a lot of these bars and a lot of these downtown businesses, they pride themselves on the idea of revolution, a new world, apocalyptic narratives that we're all going to die. You go around to all these places and it has satanic imagery fucking everywhere.
I mean, it sounds borderline like the women might even be being trafficked to a certain extent by the organization. But if you've seen stuff,
or I mean, look, you talking about they got OnlyFans girls in there and prostitutes. I mean, who's to say that Antifa isn't, pimping these girls out, so they can fund their protesting endeavors, which would be absolutely insane, which there's no proof of, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
Stuff like drug dealing going on. And have you seen any possible links? I know you mentioned Chinese organizations. Have you seen any links with cartels and Antifa?
He says, shout out Eric. Their conflict is great for content. Don't know about that one, but I don't know about that. To each their own. Man, Eric, you're toxic. But I like it.
Well, the Chinese syndicates would be communist Chinese cartels. So they're their own form of cartel. But I think especially as Texas pushed out a lot of the migrant crisis, you started to notice there was more Mexicans popping up there. I think a lot of that was going on. I have my suspicions. I won't say them on camera, just on the off chance that I'm wrong, because I don't want to take a bullet to the head. But I do believe that there are multiple syndicates and criminal organizations that play here.
Okay, so you've already said that they.
I mean, here's the thing, and it would make sense for Antifa to get, foreign funding, like from China or something. A country that would want to see the downfall of America, like China. So I could see them also getting Chinese funds as well. But man, to sit there and try to link them to, I don't know, like prostitution, drug dealing, and all that wild stuff. Shoot, they might even get involved in arms trade for all we know, depending on how deep it is. But let's see here. He says it is good, but at least this one is real. I'll give you that one, Monty. Shout out Monty. And he said you get mad super chats when wrong, LOL. Bruh, that gets too toxic, man. You guys get too at each other's neck. Like, I damn near got to lay out a segment for you two to go at it. We're just like, where I'm just like, all right, here are the topics. We're doing timer. Like, it got to be a very civil debate where I'm mediating. You two are on timers. That's the only way you two are going to like debate civilly. But I do want to bring in some of the guys for this one, guys. Because this is crazy. This is actually crazy. So, you really gonna like, so Antifa really got, okay, not only the rejects of society, but they got the rejects of society more radicalized than they already were, and now they want the downfall of what, America?
They want they want the downfall of the West. They hate the Western ideology.
Yep. While I was over there in the Middle East, you'd be surprised of how many terrorist syndicates actually call Americans who hate this country useful idiots, because they're so willfully stupid and blind that terrorists can get any American that hates the Americas and what we stand for to do anything. Case in point, while I was in the military, there was a guy that soaked himself in gasoline, service member, and lit himself on fire.
Oh yeah, I seen that one. That was crazy.
Yeah,
well, I was in protest to the Israel or something like that.
Yeah, it was like free Palestine. So if you want to know what a useful idiot looks like, there's your answer.
Well, it's like there's an actual video of a Muslim saying straight up, if I were to vote and I were to try to swing an election,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Can you pull that video up, Set?
Do you have that video set? Do you know what we're talking about or what he's talking about? I actually saw it. I forgot. He was on a panel of some sort, and he was like, "Yeah, just vote Democrats because I can manipulate them. I can." Ilmar Ohan will talk about abortion rights, but she'll never have an abortion as a Muslim. Like it.
Yeah, I know, because it's forbidden.
Wait, real quick. Monty super chat.
Sid, I thought you were going to bed.
You said you want 30 minutes, bro, and you super chatted it.
Yeah, 30 minutes, another day. I've had enough of my Sid dose. I think the chat has to.
Appeal to the chat, dude. Whatever.
Appeal to the chat. That's what you're arguing for, bud.
You said
I want this is all for show. This is all entertainment, right?
You didn't say another day.
We can do it. Hey, Set. I will super chat you $50 right now. 30 minutes of a slugfest with me and Sid.
I mean, F it.
Hold on.
That sounds.
Hold on.
He said, "Fuck it, we ball."
Because apparently the chat wants it too. The chat wants the blood match. I'm just like, maybe I should just let y'all just slug it out.
You fight to the death. Hey, chat, put a one in the chat if you want to see this real life.
And I'll be here for research reasons. For anything y'all want to pull up, just put it in the private chat, and I'll be able to pull it up on screen for any points that you guys feel y'all want to make.
Put a one in the chat if you want to see this slugfest.
Yeah, no,
man.
Oh God.
God. If you can pull that video though.
All right, so it's Alien.
Set put one in.
Set, what the hell, bro?
I don't know, bro. My toxic side took over. I was like, I shouldn't do this, but all right. So what did she say? Well, what did that Alien Omar girl say?
Oh, it wasn't. She didn't say anything. He was speaking on her ideology and her motives. He was saying, yeah, she'll go and champion abortion rights, but will never actually get an abortion. Basically, going to tie it into the fact that Islamists love liberals because they'll sit there and divide themselves and divide the country and tear the country down, which is what they want to do.
Bro, she talks so much crap about white people, but dates a white man. I mean, it's absolutely amazing.
has her money stored in his account too, which is wild. At least AOC is somewhat consistent. She dated a
Listen, anything that comes out of Elon Omar's mouth, AOC, Jasmine Crockett, if y'all think about it, dude, it's just a straight race bait, man. Every time you hear Jasmine Crockett talk, it's race this, race this, race that.
I'm so
Same thing with Elon Omar.
All right, hold up. Let me go on my rant real quick. I want to go on a deep rant. First of all, Jasmine Crockett ain't never been from the hood. You know where she went to school at? In one of the best preparatory private schools in St. Louis, in the nation, MICDS. That's a school I went up against when I was doing robotics as like a high school dork, okay? She ain't never struggled for nothing. The average tuition to go to MICDS is $35,000 a semester. Bro,
Jeez.
You know what I could do with $35,000 a semester? Not be poor, I'll tell you that much.
Kamala Harris education.
Bro, she's cosplaying as a hood broke wannabe. I'm from the struggle. That lady is from a gated community called Ladue. It's right on the border of Clayton, which is another rich neighborhood.
All it is,
upstanding people.
Guys, all it is identity politics. They want to relate with people. They want to say, "Oh, we got it. You know, we're in the struggle together. I'm fighting for you." No, they're lining their pockets and using the useful idiots like Sid.
I bet they're the kind of person that would ban someone from a chat for offending them.
Buddy. Are you fucking up here or are you not up here?
I'm up here.
And are you still in the chat or are you not in the chat?
I am.
Shut up then, dumbass.
You did it, and then you felt bad.
No, I didn't feel bad. I was trying to make fun of your dumbass, and everybody loved it.
Why are you allowed to call me a dumbass?
Because you called me a bitch. That's why.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we're both saying true things about each other.
I don't give a fuck. I'm better than you.
No, you aren't.
I'm way better than you. At least I don't live with my mom.
Oh, wait. That's a little personal. I'm on hard times right now.
I wish I lived with my mom. All right.
I bet you do. You love free shit, don't you?
Yeah. Who doesn't?
People that like to work for their money.
I don't get free stuff. My mom be charging me rent.
I would if I could, man. I would if I could. But
Yeah, your mom doesn't love you.
she's not.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
All right. Let me stop before I get you a panel strike.
All right, so no 30-minute back and forth.
Hey, if you want, hey, this is your channel. I'm not gonna hijack it. I don't have $50 to send you. My card declined.
Damn. It's like you broke and trying to talk smack, bro. Come on.
I'm ready, dude. I want the 30-minute back and forth or 10 minutes.
Hey, let's do a fundraiser. If we get $50 in super chats.
You know what?
Y'all ain't gonna do it. Y'all edging the
I will
chat for no
absolutely
reason.
do it. No, that ain't nothing.
No, I'm talking about the
15
15
minutes. Stay awake at night.
Yeah, how about this? 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
15 minutes. I'll let y'all have y'all back and forth. And then,
all right, go ahead, Sid.
It's like when that video where the dogs are barking at each other and then they open the gate and then they stop.
But all right.
That's not what's about to happen here, bud.
All right, go ahead then, bro.
I don't know. You're the one that's filled with all this contention and rage for me. Go ahead.
You jumped on and you fucking started going at me like you always do.
Because you're antithetical to the American fucking dream. You're antithetical to everything that I stand for. Of course I'm going to go after you. Everything you stand for is in direct conflict with any prosperity that any American could ever have. So yeah, I am going to go after you. I'm not just going to sit back on my ass and let it go. Neither is anybody else.
How am I any different than you, bro? We've argued on the same side before.
What?
How am I any different than you? We've argued on the same side before.
So okay, because you only argued on the only thing we've agreed on is that flag burning should not be illegal. And
yeah, we agree on free speech.
The only
shit.
reason
We
you
agree on free speech
that,
shit.
You shut up. The only reason you agree with that is because it's something that you believe in. You don't like this country, so you want to be able to burn it.
No, I've never burned a flag. I never would. I don't believe in that shit, bro. Don't tell me what I believe in.
Want to take everything away from everybody.
Monty, you don't get to tell me what I believe in. I don't believe in that.
You asked why I attacked you because this is what I think you believe in.
I didn't ask anything. I just said what you did. I didn't ask anything.
Well, okay, bud. Well, that's what I think of you.
Yeah, bud. Is that the only thing you can go back to, bud? Bud. Is that the only thing you can say? Is that the only thing you know how to say?
I can say plenty of things about you, bud. Go ahead and address anything I've said. You literally are a piece of shit. That's what you are.
I've said that we don't agree. We don't disagree that much with each other. You are just the most sensitive person I've ever met. You are such a little bitch. Like you are. You really are, Monty.
I thought it was your bedtime, bud. Why are you still here?
You did? Oh, you're going back to the bud thing.
Nobody
like you just got called out for.
Nobody agrees with anything you have to say. Why are you here other than to cause problems? That's what a bitch does. You're a
Nobody
bitch.
agrees with
you're
that,
an agitator and you're a bitch.
I'm not an agitator, man. I had a great conversation with everyone until you come on and you start whining. You start whining. All you know how to do is whine. You just whine and cry.
Bro, notice the bass in my voice and notice the whine in your voice as you're calling me a whiner.
I don't know if you have bass, bro. I don't think that's a thing, but
you don't know what bass is? Bro,
I don't think you got bass, dude. I don't think you got bass. I think you want to, but we all hear our voice a little different in our head than everyone else hears it.
Want to. Not the button, not the gumdrop button.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, your whole life is funny. Everything you stand for is laughable. S.E.T has a whole fucking following of making fun of people like you. You're up here because it's good for content because people love to laugh at the village idiot.
I'm gonna appeal to S.E.T because I can't make my own points. I need to appeal to S.E.T.
Appeal to S.E.T, buddy. This is his channel.
S.E.T does this. S.E.T does that. S.E.T has this whole thing where he agrees with me. Yeah, good one, dude.
What point are you making, bud? You're not making any
point. What point are you making,
your point
bud?
Is that everybody hates you? Congratulations,
we are literally both just yelling at each other right now. What point are you making?
Buddy, I've made plenty of points. Just because you're so fucking full of your head up your ass.
You haven't made any. You haven't made any since we started talking. We are here to freaking roast each other, you dumbass.
And you're getting fucking cooked. You're
not really. You're like, what point are you making?
You're fucking beef jerky at this point.
I'm gonna hide you from chat again. I need to hide you again.
You're gonna hide me, buddy?
No, that's what you did, dumbass.
And it's funny because
not
no
really.
one likes
it's bullshit. You only copped to it. You only copped to it because you knew it would get noticed. If you thought you could get away with it, you would have just
literally went unnoticed for 10 minutes.
No, it did not.
No one was upset that you were gone.
No, there was a person that super chatted twice.
After you were unhidden, dumbass.
After I said something. I was there trying to put chats in.
You were there, hidden from the channel in the fucking weeds.
You are a pussy, dude. You would love to ban me if you knew it wouldn't go noticed.
Buddy, if I really wanted to ban you, I'd just wait till the end of the channel, find you in the thing, and then just ban you, and no one would
And then I'd be back the next stream because I could just put it in Discord that you fucking banned me. And then people would look at it and see that you're a bitch, because you are.
And no one likes you, and nobody would laugh.
No, because it's happened before. People have tried to ban me.
You would be the next Cool Beans on your way out. No one likes you.
Cool Beans got fucking ousted because he made some fucking insensitive jokes like the day that Charlie Kirk got killed. I didn't do anything like that, and I don't act like that.
No, Cool Beans was gone before that, bud, but I'm glad you know your timeline.
Well, that's what my impression was, in the Discord at least.
Cool Beans hasn't been in the Discord.
Yeah, he has, months. Dude.
Okay, bud.
For months? Do you want to bet?
Either do you want to bet
for months?
Either way, I'm sitting and you sucked me into it. Now I'm arguing with your fucking stupid logic. You don't
want to bet?
You don't make any coherent points. You're literally just an agitator. That's all you are.
I make very coherent points.
Everybody
You know what?
knows
If you want to appeal to S.E.T in the private chat earlier, he said, "Yeah, he makes good points."
Yeah, and you don't admit when you're wrong. You can't admit when you're wrong because you have to be right about everything.
I can. I don't do it when I don't think I'm wrong.
So when it was pointed out that you were wrong about the unconstitutionality of deploying the National Guard, did you concede that?
When did I say that it's unconstitutional to deploy the National Guard?
Several times on several different streams. Remember the one where you tried to get S.E.T's channel taken down because you accused me of driving on stream? Remember that one?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you said it then because I asked.
Well, no, I didn't try to get S.E.T's channel taken down. I just said that you were trying to get his channel taken down because you were driving on stream and you were talking about it.
If you weren't trying to get his channel taken down, and that's you genuinely.
Why did I bring up that you were violating TOS?
Why did you bring it up?
Because you brought it up, dude. You said you were doing it.
No, I said the reason my connection is fucking shitty is because I'm driving. That doesn't
I
mean
still have the VOD. Yeah. You said you were driving.
Yes.
That's not allowed.
And when you
Why
said
were you
I
saying
was
that?
fucking on stream, I turned around and turned my camera around and said, no, I'm not. I am driving, yes.
You were arguing with someone and you said you could literally show them the highway that you were driving on.
And that was on Discord, bud, not on the live stream.
No, it wasn't. It was on the live stream, and I still have it. I still have the VOD. Do you not know that?
Of course you do. Of course you do. You want to be an agitator. You want to cause problems.
No,
everybody else
think
didn't have
you
a problem
are a
with it.
bitch, and you have something out for me, which I don't even know
out
why.
For people that hate this country, I have something out for people that want to.
I do not hate this country.
Yes,
You're the only one that thinks that. I get along fine with everyone else that agrees with you here.
You're a wolf in sheep's clothing, and you pretend to be virtuous, and all you are is an agitator.
You are giving me too much credit by calling me a wolf.
I'm giving you
right
too
now.
much credit. Yeah, you're right. I see you for who you are.
I'm not a wolf.
Everybody
in
else
sheep's
sees
clothing.
you for
I'm
who
not
you
doing
are. Everybody
anything.
else sees
If I
you for
wanted
the
to,
moron that you are.
during that time where you're saying I wanted to get S.E.T's stream taken down, I could have fucking started trying to report him and shit.
And
I didn't
you
do
did.
anything like that.
You did.
I
literally fucking. Oh my god.
I did not report him at all. I never would.
But making comments as if you would, right? That didn't happen, right?
No, I was just saying that you were driving around on stream,
what
which is
issue
not
are you
allowed.
taking with what I'm doing with my personal life.
Yeah, because you were fucking
so
talking
obsessed.
shit, bro.
You're
you were
so
talking
obsessed
shit
with everything,
and all you do is talk shit. And I can tell that you've never actually talked shit to someone in person. Like it's just obvious.
Buddy, you don't fucking know the first thing about me, dude.
Dude, you wouldn't. I can tell. I can tell you. I've met guys like you. I've met guys like you.
Guys like me. So now you're going to generalize. So in other words,
yeah, you get really whiny and you get really,
really
like
whiny.
beta.
Do you hear
when
your
you're
voice
in
as you're
person.
calling me whiny? It's fucking hilarious. It's so ironic that you're calling me whiny while whining.
Yeah, I can tell by the way you're laughing. Yeah, you are a little bitch, dude. You just are.
Yep.
I'm
glad you got that off your chest. Now you can go night now.
Okay.
I'm still your president, bitch.
Okay.
And okay. I mean, you guys still got 5 minutes, so.
Oh
yeah,
shit,
we still got 5 minutes. Okay, Trump's still my president. Is that supposed to like?
And you're still
me?
a whiny bitch. Some things never change.
Oh, now you're using my own insults against me.
Absolutely. What's fair game, bud?
Yeah,
you're projecting. You're projecting.
I'm projecting that I'm a whiny bitch, but really you're a whiny bitch. What if we're both whiny bitches? Have you ever thought of that?
I'm not a whiny bitch because I stand up for what I believe.
Yeah, I think that's why we hate each other so much.
Oh, because you're a whiny bitch?
We're too similar. You're too much of a whiny bitch, and maybe I'm a little bit of a whiny bitch too. And so when we get together, we just clash like crazy.
So maybe you should just go away because I was here first.
Whatever.
You are. You didn't disagree with that.
I mean, y'all my baby boy.
Because he believes it. Sorry. Actually, no. I'm not going to rely on S.E.T for my arguments. But we all know
for the first time ever,
happier if you were gone.
That's funny.
But at the same time, the toxic traits in all of us want to see this. So
I don't think I don't think people dislike me as much as you do. I know people like to make fun of me and stuff, but in the Discord, I mean, I have good conversations with people.
You're the poor window licker that rides the short bus, and we just don't want to be mean to you.
Really? Are you serious?
Did I say it or did I not say it?
Are you serious?
Buddy, I know it's horrible to find out that everybody's laughing at you, not with you.
I'm gonna cry. Are you actually serious?
Don't put me in your tapes.
Are you actually serious?
Yeah, I'm so serious.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I read the short post. I didn't know that.
Emotional damage.
I didn't know I read the short post. Is that what you got? Is it short bus jokes?
All right. You know, I feel a lot better. Do you feel a lot better?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I like yelling at people.
I mean,
well, obviously.
I don't think either of us came off very good, but yeah, I mean,
bro, it looked like two frogs trying to fuck in a blizzard.
Well, saying, look at that. At the end of it, now that we got all the animosity out there, you guys can somewhat come together on something.
Actually, no, seriously, I do feel a lot better.
Yeah, next time we talk, it's going to be just as bad, but it was good, though.
All right. Well, I'm glad y'all got that out your system.
Now Sid can get his binky and go to sleep.
Yeah.
I do need a binky. I just want to listen to this back, dude. So you need to close the.
Way better.
You need to close this thing so I can listen to it back. See how bad I did.
Don't worry. We'll have plenty of time for that.
You can scroll back. YouTube allows you.
I can't. I don't know what it is. I can't scroll back on YouTube Shorts shit. So.
Yeah,
don't go on the short. Just go on the actual live stream itself. You can just run the video back.
Oh, I thought he was just on YouTube Shorts. I don't have an actual.
No, this stream. Is if you click on his channel and then it should be red around his live and click into his live, you can run it back. You can run it back while he's live.
No,
I'll have to try that. Now
that you guys are getting along, but
I do need to go get my binky. I do need to go to bed. It's good talking. Good job, Monty. I hope you don't hate me that much. But
I don't hate anybody. I just strongly disdain.
You know, I hope you don't strongly disdain me that much, fucking autist. But
hey, that's a real condition. I actually suffer from autism, asshole.
I think probably most people around here do. But yeah,
hey, a little bit of tism's never hurt no one.
Yeah, I mean, Tylenol.
Autism maxing.
Hey, my mom had the extra strength to them with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can tell, but it was good though. See you guys.
All right, man. See you guys. All right. Shout out Sid. Let's go ahead and let the rest of the guys back on. Are you not entertained?
Okay.
Monty, great job.
So I ain't gonna lie. I was wanting more gore.
Oh, come on! I'm not trying to kill him.
And secondly, the whole window licking special deeds got. I was like, dang, bro, I ain't never heard that one before. That's crazy.
Yeah, there was brutal shots thrown on both sides. I was like, okay, well, I think that they took the gloves off. It got bare knuckle for a little bit.
Yeah, well, I still wonder if Sid thinks it's unconstitutional for cups in the garden.
I mean, I think he disagrees with the constitutionality of it because he thinks it's not necessary.
But hold on, shout out to Vlad. He says pups in a litter mentality. Yeah, literally going at it all day, every day. But all right, guys. Shoot, any comments on that one? Or y'all good?
Great job, Monty. That was funny.
Yeah, entertaining. All right, guys, let's get back into the video.
Somebody said that they're gonna have makeup sex after this.
I think that was Vlad, bro. But all right, guys.
You there, Seth?
Encourage.
Huh?
I said
Actually,
I
hold
do
on.
got good news though.
What's up?
Yesterday I found out I'm going to be a father.
Oh shit!
Congratulations, dude.
Right.
Hey, let's freaking go, bro! Congratulations for real,
It's 6 weeks.
man.
Oh man.
So, do you guys as parents know?
Huh?
Oh. I said, does the mom and the dad know?
I'm the father to my wife's soon-to-be child. What?
Okay. So it's solidified, wife and all that. So yeah, they go.
No. I was making an Alabama joke. That's why I said, does you guys' parents know?
Oh yeah.
All right, but no, shout out to my man Tristan.
You're an asshole.
It went right over his head.
Now right over everybody's
I got it. That's fucked.
But hey, man, shout out to my man Tristan, though, bro. Congratulations. Hey, but all right, guys, let's try to finish out this JD the Light video.
Edging towards civil war. Have you seen Antifa pushing its members towards escalating violence?
100%. And they play with the same language that gets played in the Middle East. They throw it all around Oregon. You'd see it spray painted around the campuses. Antifada. And the word Antifa is literally in that. So, I mean, sometimes the universe just tells you things flat out. A lot of what's happening in the Middle East, it's really the same as what's going on here. We're in the early stages of stone throwing. That stone throwing led to a lot of public optics of, oh no, the kids are being shot at, they're being attacked, how horrible, how horrible. Meanwhile, the footage of them punching a police officer gets blocked out. So you're dealing with a culture that's essentially creating a narrative of almost an apartheid system. That's kind of why they look at you guys like you and get scared. They're like, you are not a part of our society. The same way people over in Israel over in the other side of that in Gaza, they'll be like, oh, you're colonialist, you're settlers. Like, they're looking at a lot of these conflicts overseas and they're LARPing and they're putting themselves in that exact same position because this is a globalist movement. This is all nations. This is in the UK. This is in Ireland. This is in Africa. This is in Japan. And a lot of them really seek a world without borders, but at the same time, you have to have borders, so it's very discoherent system, but the media really props it up. Like KZI, whenever the federal courthouse got attacked again recently, they're like, oh my God, protesters are being kidnapped. No, they're being detained.
And want to be real.
Let me ask you this. How were you able to get out? And what triggered you to want to get out of Antifa?
Getting out of Antifa was like getting out of a bad relationship. I put up with so much. I did so much. I saw so much. You know, half the channel, I'm still going through all the stories of all the things I did. But the short answer for getting out, doing everything they told me not to do. Listening to people they told me not to listen to, listening to music they told me not to listen to, watching movies they told me not to watch, reading books they told me not to read.
Hey, that's indoctrination right there. It's like, what? You're telling me, you can't listen to these people, you can't read these books. Like, they're controlling the way you're thinking if they can control what you listen to.
The very first step in recognizing that you're in a cult is when people try to dictate your personal life. When they start dictating not just like who you hang out with, but your medical decisions, your music taste, your reading habits, your viewing pleasure.
But I could also see where this gets hidden because, like, think about it. They're not like saying you can't go home to your mom and dad and hang out with friends and family. They're just saying, yo, look, don't listen to this, don't read this, don't go here. And it's just like, I honestly see how this can like get off on a normal person. Because, like, they're not really restraining you like that much, though, as far as your lifestyle goes. So you don't really notice that you're in a cult, as like, a full-on cult. You don't really notice it because you're still able to, go out and about. You're not really in a commune or nothing like that. But like mentally, you are.
See, that's the thing with mental prisons is. Think about it like this. It's a lot easier to guide an animal to its enclosure by feeding it its favorite type of fruit and keeping it focused on something else than it is trying to just straight up push it into an enclosure. If that makes sense.
And then it gets its head cut off by the butcher.
Yep.
Well, shout out to the hunters.
I mean, that's actually a really. I'm glad you brought that analogy up. That's exactly what it is. Give them free shit. Give them. Act like you're on their side. Give them the treats, so to say, metaphorically, and lead them to enact, to vote for you, so that you can have your power, so you can enrich all of your buddies, so that the actual ivory tower freaking bullshit that we all hate. Everybody hates when someone from an ivory tower that doesn't know our struggle, but pretends to. There's two sides of it, right? You have the people that see them as the ivory tower group of people that have never worked a day in their life and don't understand the struggles, and then you have the people that actually believe they're trying to do good things, and those are the useful idiots. Those are the people that keep them in power. Those are the people that keep those structures in place. That's the reason we have a big as a thing of HR that we have now, in corporations. All of it is to grow power and to divide the country and put the haves versus the have-nots against each other. It's pocket watching. It's envy. It's whataboutisms. It's everything you can think of to manipulate you into thinking that you're wrong, or that your way of thinking that is completely normal, and it has been completely normal for as long as the world's been around, is somehow some sort of phobia.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it. I feel it. He's cooking.
All right, let's get back to it.
People they told me not to talk to, which is a major cult aspect of that. They encourage you to sever ties with your family. And I did that. I didn't even get to see my grandmother on her deathbed.
Oh, shit. Okay, never mind.
Because she was a white supremacist.
Oh.
This is why I'm so fucking passionate about this. I lost so much of my life to these motherfuckers, and people wonder why I'm still so hurt, because they don't hear about this. They think I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist, and the past should be in the past. And it's like, no, if this is happening to thousands of people every fucking day, all of their targets, they don't go after Nazis. I was studying Nazis. I was very confused why no one around me wanted to know about actual Nazis. So I didn't spend much time in the Proud Boys. I don't think they're actual Nazis, so I wasn't fucking worried about them. But they don't like to talk about that stuff because it's scary. What's a threat to them is people like
just remember, like he said, he's actually like doing the intellectual work. Like, let me see how I can compare these people to Nazis. Let me study Nazism. They're not worried about actual Nazis. They're not actually worried about the threat that Nazism brings. They use it as a way to shut down debate. They use it as a way to shame you, to tar and feather you in the street, to make sure no one goes around you, because no one else is going to do the intellectual research to do it. They just notice how they don't draw any comparisons other than Trump with a Hitler mustache.
I do got something to say at the end of this video. I'm gonna get you a lot of flack for it, but I'm gonna say it.
All right, shoot. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Charlie Kirk and convince people like me, hey, you're fucking up. Come back here, buddy. You know there's a man upstairs that loves you? Do you know you got a mommy and daddy at home that miss you very much? Do you know you look like a fucking asshole on these drugs?
Yep.
That's who they hate, because they threaten the cult.
Was there a tipping point? Was there one thing, or was it just an accumulation of things that made you want to start questioning the ideology and what was going on?
There's just so much of it, because you got to remember, none of us are ever out there sober. You've never seen a sober Antifa member in your life. So there was a lot of disassociation, and there was a lot of times that Daryl Davis came out, and I'm like, I want to go talk to the conservatives. And then there was just other times that I just felt it was so chaotic and everybody's screaming. I was there.
They're all high. And
they're all high off drugs when they're doing this stuff. Like, bro, they do get really violent.
That makes a certain amount of sense, because you see the buffoonery and you see it on TV, and you're like, who does that kind of shit?
I remember one that went up in their face and be like, you're not doing enough. You need to get out there and attack those fascists. You are pathetic. I was like, and this dude is masked up Antifa, and I'm just like, dog, at least they're showing their face. Like, you're over here screaming at them, telling them to catch a case. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's like once I seen that video of like how they're moving, I was like, yeah, bro, gotta be on some drugs to think that that's okay to do. All right.
One point screaming, "All cops are bastard," and we're all chanting, and somebody fired a gun in the middle of in the air. So it's like moments like that, it would snap me out of that, and then it would have me go back into war mode. And I think that's just what disgusted me, is over time realizing how much I lost, how many friendships I severed, how stupid I was being, how much I destroyed myself. Like, I have so much physical damage now from all the fucking drugs that, like, a lot of mental damage. Which is probably one of the only reasons I'm so cocky in doing this, is because my brain's fried and the parts telling me to stop talking are gone. But
let's talk about something positive. Where is your life at today? Like, where is your heart and your spirit and your head at today, now that you've been able to distance yourself and find some time and some peace?
I'm still struggling a lot. You know, I put down the beer 3 days ago. The last beer I had was actually when I was doing that message to you. I was like, you know what? Let me just kind of mark this to remember it. Hopefully I stick with it. But I'm still an addict. Like, I still struggle, you know. I'm learning how to integrate into regular life, because even before Antifa, so much of my life was crazy that I have a very hard time talking to normal people. People don't have a good time understanding this. Like, I feel better and it feels good to be doing this, but there is still kind of like a part that hurts, because the change has been made. And I was about to give up on the podcast, but I was just praying to God, like, hey, give me a sign that I need to keep going. Like, if I don't want to put this down, I feel like I need to do this, but also everybody's telling me to stop. My mission this whole time has just been to find one other Antifa member, ex-Antifa member, to sit down on camera.
You know what, though? Like,
oh, little advice. You want to start a YouTube channel? Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Just start your YouTube channel and just keep it pushing, bro. Don't tell nobody. I think it's easier for your psyche. I'll say that. But yeah, don't tell nobody, bro. Just work hard.
I completely understand. It's when it comes to things like cults, I personally can understand because of my lifestyle and addiction and the criminology and
and let's be real, it's YouTube. Like, guys, like, what do we do? Like 1.9 million views last week, and people don't even notice me, and that's a good thing. I would love to keep it that way, honestly, but yeah, you never know.
You know, the way that I lived that lifestyle, you know, a lot of those people I had really bad toxic relationships with, and I miss them. Most of them are dead. Most of fentanyl came in and killed most of them. And I have a lot of conflicted feelings about that. As much as I hate methamphetamines, I still had a 20-year relationship with that substance. And there's times where I still feel like a longing or a sorrow because of its absence in my life. But the consequences were absolutely devastating, and it turned me into a slave. But, you know, they're complicated feelings because we're complex creatures. And I think it would be really awesome if you were able to find someone that you could, you know, talk with, possibly podcast with. So hopefully this reaches other people that are ex-Antifa members. And even if you're not, if you want to know more about Antifa and how Antifa works and all of the behind the scenes of Antifa, from somebody who's safe and isn't trying to indoctrinate you into the cult, I highly recommend that you go and you subscribe.
Yo.
So my thing is, with them trying to say to get more people from Antifa to try to talk, what is the likelihood that would happen, and that these people aren't terrified that they're going to get killed?
I mean, and they're drugged out. I mean, first off, they got to beat an addiction, or they got to get at least in a sober mind just for maybe like 30 minutes to get up out of it. So, I mean, we got a good point. What is the odds of it? I mean, considering what this young man told me, it's very unlikely, especially when they got you under drugs. I mean,
Well,
don't be honest with you, it's sick because damn near how pimps do their prostitutes.
But like he said, if he keeps talking, he never knows. Next thing you know, he can have a bullet in his head.
Like, yeah, that's true. He also did say that if he talks out loud, Antifa will take shots at him. So he's pretty much telling us right there to our face, like, yo, Antifa's organized enough to plan an assassination. Now, am I going to take that at face value off of what he's saying? I mean, sadly, I can't. I want to, but I can't. But it is kind of frightening to know that, yo, I mean, even if the members that do speak out, they're coordinated enough to plan a hit on you.
Yeah,
And then not only that, I mean, you're less likely to leave because they got you an influence of drugs, most likely methamphetamines and Molly, all that wild stuff. What's up?
I just want to point something out.
Mhm.
So we're talking about a real problem. This guy is giving out real problems. And one of the guys' chats, the last chat, Lewis Hill, wait a minute, isn't half of Trump's cabinet 12 strippers for real? Are you kidding? Like, it's going over their head. They literally, it's not about what's right and wrong. It's not about anything. It's, we just don't like Trump, so we're gonna go with Antifa. We're gonna go with the people that drug their members and are basically a cult and use violence and extremism to get their point, as terrorists do, because we don't like Trump. We're gonna fail to acknowledge any of it because we don't like Trump, and that's what's really saddening, and why I think it's going to take a lot more than just showing people, you know, hey, this is what Antifa does. It's literally going to take sitting down with people for hours and not letting them escape their you know, not letting them back into their echo chamber and say, look at your reality. You want to say Trump's, you want to say Trump's bad, you want to say all MAGA's racist, you want to say we're all Nazis. It's just a tagline to keep going and going and going and going. We don't care what Trump's done in his personal life. We don't care what Trump's done in his business life. What I care about is that the National Guard is getting ready to go into Chicago. The National Guard is protecting fucking our street. What I care about is that maybe one day we'll get all of the people that we don't even know are in our country out of our country. Maybe one day we'll be looked at on the world stage again as what we are, the world superpower, and be taken seriously and not be ripped off. What I care about is that, you know, Venezuela is getting real shaggy right now to go send drug boats into the water. What I care about is everything this man is doing as a president. I don't care what he did in his personal life. I didn't vote for a best friend. I voted for a president. You guys all voted for the best friend that's going to give you free stuff, and that's the difference.
Mama. But all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it on this note right there. All right, guys.
I got one more thing before you end it. What is the likelihood with this guy being ex-Antifa, honestly trying to get this guy a meeting with Trump and let him lay it all out there to Trump?
I mean, the young man did say he's in fear of his life, but I mean, it would have to take somebody in the administration, like somebody who's close. Like, I wish Charlie Kirk did this interview with this young man, or you know, what happened. So,
Will say,
because I think that'd have been one of the main. If he was to get that interview with Charlie Kirk, then instantly we would know he'd be able to, like, you know, pipeline him straight to Donald Trump. Right now, the best we got is to keep on, you know, spreading the message. And shout out to JD DeLay for having that conversation.
Yeah, that's just wild that freaking Antifa is using drugs to push their message. And I've noticed that when I was watching the Portland streams, you could tell in those motherfuckers' eyes that they were doped out of their head.
Yep.
I mean, you gotta be high to believe what they believe, I guess.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right, Set? You can't just culture shock an entire ideology. Like, the honest thinking people.
I'm on a live chat right now.
You can't culture shock them with, oh, Antifa is doing this. They're missing all of the dots that are connecting all of this together. They're missing the fact that they're being drowned in semantics about what the media says about Trump, while this is just festering in our country, and they wonder why life is so hard for them. Reasons like this. This is why life sucks. This is why.
Hold up. Let me jump in here real quick because I do have one more thing to say.
Yeah.
A lot of this is so Antifa is just a symptom of a broader problem, and it's like what he said earlier about he didn't vote for Trump based off of how best of a friend he could be. He voted for Trump based off of could he run the country effectively? The entire point of this is, and this is going to sound cliche, but it's to divide and conquer. They're putting race, they're putting political ideology, and they're putting personal gain over the not common good, but over a generalized, understood acceptance of what is right and wrong. And the sacrifice that they are willing to make is us, the American people. The entire point of Antifa and a lot of these organizations is to fall in line up under what they say. That is why there's been such a reveling against the nuclear family. That's why there's been such a reveling against women. That's why there's been such a reveling against children. They've been attacking the children left and right. That's why there's been such a attack on national sovereignty and what it means to be a nation and a people group. The overarching point is they don't want individuality. They want us to be in as a collective, full stop. And the fact that there are people like us that have a voice, that voice these concerns, that are still keeping our traditional values, depending on what they are. And the fact that a lot of us are seeing right through it, and we're creating spaces where they can open up and talk about it should tell you something. They're using race, they're using sex, they're using gender and all this other stuff as means of an end. So when you look in the news or when you look on social media and you see all these posts, don't look at it as a Democrat versus Republican. Look at it as a them versus us. It's never about it. Don't play on a short-term board. Always play on an infinite board. If they're doing stuff now, what is the outcome going to be, 5, 10, 15 years from now? There's a reason why they're trying to make these power plays. And I think if more people started thinking like that, we would stand for a lot less garbage than what we're getting.
Agreed. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it out on this one. Go ahead and end it with the jazz. And you know what?